Hello, everyone. Welcome to what I hope is a game I haven't done before. I've taken a break from casting due to being sick and a heat wave in the UK exacerbating my condition, plus some other things. So there's been a big gap, and I'm trying desperately to remember what I've done and haven't done, and I'm pretty certain I've done the first two games of this matchup, which were either both draws or one of them won. I can't remember which way around, but this is a third game, a third and deciding game between WorldSitar and Bright, which means I need the overtime spoilers up because the third and deciding games have overtime. I do also remember that I was not particularly impressed with the first two games, which made me sad because these are two of the better players in Super League. But WorldSitar is out of touch, and Bright's not quite as good as the top Russians. And they both played a bit disappointingly. So this is the third and deciding match. It does have overtime. Whoever wins this goes through to the quarterfinals. Why does it not tell you in the log? It's very annoying to me that it doesn't tell you in the log who won the toss and who kicked. I think I saw that WorldSitar won the toss and he's decided to kick, which is kind of interesting. And what's going on with the wolf being here? That one's an odd one. Is he gonna blitz? Oh no, he's just gonna stand there on the troll. And okay, I guess he needs the power to chain him off. What does he do if he doesn't get the power? Like dodge? I'm not a massive fan of plans that require things to go right. Like, just if we go back, imagine what happens here, right? This is a perfectly fine plan until you don't roll POWs. What if you roll pushes into pushes? You are now in this square, and you have to dodge back out because you're based on him. And the ball is on the ground, completely unprotected. Completely. That is a 2-dice block on a zombie, and then just walking up and picking up the ball. Like, so you can't afford to do that dodge. So I guess if you roll pushes into pushes, you push them into him and just stay there. Which means he cannot chain the troll out. So in that case, you are now giving up a mighty blow hit on a flesh golem. Because you can't do the dodge. You can't do the follow, because that's still a dodge, or you're giving up a hit on a wolf. So you absolutely have to do the into the flesh golem twice, then block him and hope that you get it, because you can't stand anyone in there either, look. There's no way to get anyone into that square. So there's no way to chain the troll off. So you're giving up a mighty blow hit on your guy if you don't roll a POW, because you literally can't afford the dodge because of where the ball is. I'll be honest with you, the ball should be better protected. This zombie should be there, and this zombie should be there to create a back screen and a forward guard with the fleshy, right? So that you can't get to the ball. It's incredibly stupid that you can get to the ball right now. We always talk about it. Quad skulls is very rare, but absolutely happens, right? Every 20 odd games, it happens on average. So do you want that to be the game where you're deciding whether you move on to the quarterfinals of the Super League. No, so this should have happened before we rolled these dice because of where the ball is. And then this is just meh. I don't really like it at all. It's just that people, whenever they got a wolf, like even Jim falls into this sometimes. Whenever you've got a wolf, it feels like you have to hit with the wolf, right? You've brought a wolf. But it's not always a good idea. Oh, and look, and now it turns out protecting the ball is something you need to care about. So, sloppy turn ordering. Fails the pickup. And it goes forward, which is not great. Oh, I thought that would be the blitz. Why isn't that the blitz? Who's he blitzing with? Oh, I don't like this. He's not even putting pressure on a second pickup. He's just blitzing with Mighty Blow. Oh, what has happened to WorldSitar? That is such a banger play. Doesn't even activate the troll. Like, doesn't even activate the troll. Could have put the troll on this fleshy. Could have like bullied the fleshy and like got him to get punched next turn. Instead, just got the troll chilling. Moves him over here. Blitzes on the opposite side from the ball. Doesn't put pressure on a 1 in 9 pickup. I really don't like that. I would absolutely have blitzed here. Moved players round to here. And then if this is a 1 in 9 pickup and it goes left, you lose. Like, you can't recover from that kind of momentum fail. And now it's nothing, right? Just eating a bunch of 2 dice blocks for no reason. There are a lot of 1 in 9s. And there we go. I have not seen these games before. And now massive trouble for Bright because these two were not blocked off. So these two can come around this way. One block here frees up him to come around this way. He might, hang on, can he block with him? He can block with him even. Doesn't even need to do that. Block with him. Yeah, he's just dodging anyway. It's not like it's break tackle or anything. Maybe he should be the blitz. It's pretty tempting to just blitz this ghoul though. With the Mighty Blow and just jam him there. Oh god, you can put him there. It's even better, right? Closer to the ball. Don't like he's not standing him up. He's not blitzing with him, so. You're gonna double rush blitz this school? Oh. Okay. What? He is blitzing with him. Okay, I was not expecting that. I don't really know why. That feels completely unnecessary. And now look at this. I mean, this is still a lot of problems. He's got him to do a 1 in 9 dodge with, to just try and wolf him, and then I guess he, God, I guess he has to do a 1 in 9 dodge with this Wraith to come round and blitz, and then pick up the ball and stand behind those 4 players. That's 2 1 in 9s and a pickup. It's not the best, but he doesn't really have a lot of choices here. He has to free up some of his players. Well, that Wraith is not dodging. I guess he could just 1 dice blitz, right? The 1 in 36. Just less likely to knock him down if you fail the pickup. Oh, that's nice. I like that. He didn't have to dodge him. He did this. And then he can block him and he can blitz him. Yeah, that's okay. I like that. He can even blitz him straight up because it's into a guard. Okay, that's nice. I don't like that he just stands these players up. And more importantly, I don't like that he's standing him up so late in the turn. Finally picks the ball up. That's an interesting place to stand, isn't it? That feels like that's really easy to get 2 dice on the ball. If this guy pows him, he can go there. He can block him. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's like really easy to get 2 dice on the ball there. A POW, 55, and a 75. So immediately 1 in 9s into pushes. Well, he was saved there. He's going to get based, though. Oh, that's a removal. That's a big boy removal. That's the wrong square. He should have gone in the middle because you want to go through that square. I guess he's just going to do a rush. And base the ball. Oh my days, he's battering him off the pitch. That's an awful turn. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, you're kidding me! What? You're just eating that? You've got all of this pressure, all of this momentum, and you just eat that? And allow him to walk away? That's crazy. That's crazy. What the fuck? What are we... Why have we opened with a blockless block? We're definitely not only doing blockless blocks here. And another... Why are we doing this part before this important part? And none of this is important at all. Jesus. Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. It's a potato. It's a potato into Chunt's column. He stands up. This is a 2 dice. If it's a POW, this is just a 2+ to 2 dice the ball in Chunt's column. That definitely fulfills the "is this a potato" part of the event. That is atrocious. Like, it's so early in the drive. I would have blitzed this guy at the back with the wolf, therefore not burnt a reroll because I would have rolled a 1 in 9, then blocked him with the wrestle, moved the ball somewhere safe, then took these blockless blocks to free up a wraith. Like, those were some terrible choices. I don't know what was going on in his head there. Here's the POW. Should move this guy. So this guy's not doing much of anything. He should have moved him already. Do you know what? I wouldn't have moved him. I would have done this blitz first. And if it's not a POW, I would have done rushes with him to lock the wolf in. I don't like him just standing there and this wolf being 1 in 9 dodgeable. I also don't like moving him. If you get a POW here and it goes in the crowd, you want to move to where the ball goes. Or if you get a POW and it doesn't go in the crowd, it lands like there or something, then you can go this way, right? Go and stand on the ball. You got to give yourself something to react with. I mean, you don't want to go there, do you? And why would you go there? You want to push him to the sideline there so that you can't get surfed. If the ghoul is between him and the sideline, he can't get surfed. Right now, as a desperation play, this is a 1 in 9 dodge into a 2+ into a surf. Like, he hasn't got much else, has he? And he's going to eat that without having stood up as Mr. Throw. And there we go. Because he didn't put him above him. And he's lucky he doesn't get surfed. Off he pops. Why are you still in Chunt's column? Well, I remembered why I first took a break from these casts. Yeah, I need to come up with a Russian phrase to make him understand. Not to go there. I should just call it Ukraine, then they'd know they're not supposed to go there, right? Why? Why in the miserable blue fuck are you taking a blockless loner block? What are you doing? Before you move people. Oh no, don't stand him up. I guess we've decided to score, right? Let's try and work this out thinking wise. If we've decided to score, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to decide to do, then standing him up is correct. So I'm assuming here. It's kind of interesting, right? They're both 1 in 9s, and there are positives and negatives to both. So this one is a 1 in 9 and a 1 in 36. So it's technically more likely to fail. However, it has the positive of you get to claw one of the blitzers. So there's that. On the other hand, if you just dodge with him, like if you make this dodge and you fail, the ghoul's getting surfed. The regenless ghoul is getting surfed. If you make this dodge and you fail, you're not getting surfed. So I think I would just make the dodge with the ghoul. Do what he's done, stand everyone up, and just make the dodge with the ghoul. And he dodged back inwards, which was the right play. Because if he dodged outwards and he failed the 1 in 9, the ball could go in the crowd, get thrown all the way down this way, make it easier to be turned over. So, like, finally something I agree with. I try to give as much reasoning as possible in these matches where I don't like what's going on. Because, I get, as I've mentioned a million times, right? I get absolutely sick of people making excuses for their own play that I've cast by just saying that I'm negative. I'm just always negative for no reason. It's not remotely true. Like, I give my reasons. If you disagree with my reasons, argue that. Tell me why that was not the correct play. And what are the reasons why it was not the correct play? That's okay, isn't it? Right? I'm perfectly fine to have a reasoned discussion on things. But don't come wandering into other people's chats or Discord and just randomly call me negative, because that makes you a cunt. Oh, apologies to any parents who've got a kid on their lap. I do try and not randomly swear as much. Right, so the Orcs have a short drive. They have a 3-turn. And unfortunately, they're against one of the teams that it's hardest to short drive against. Next game, whenever Blood Bowl 4 comes out, Warhammer Blood Bowl, there will be a new team that it's harder to score against. Nurgle. Doesn't get the POW. And that means, oops, no breakthrough. He has got to just base people up, right? He needs to do it if he wants to push through next turn. He's got a spare turn, so this is not all bad. He's got a spare turn. I don't think that's good. That seems bad. This here, I mean, the goblin should be next to the troll, just in case. Why haven't these moved before we've gone for the pickup? This guy should be basing this fleshy. Like, you can't have the fleshy come over to the right. Oh, what a surprise. He's done it now. The goblin, just in case, should be next to the... We didn't follow there? Okay. Guess he wants him free. So the problem he's got here is this blitz that chains him to there. That can then get surfed. Like, you've set up a surf for no reason. Oh my god, why are we opening with the one... One in that... We haven't even moved people. And we're opening with a blockless block. No, that's not where the wolf goes, is it? Gets the POW. Can chain into there. Can move the ghoul to be the assist now. Because he got the POW. Which is why I shouted about the wolf. Because if he'd got a push, he can still surf if he uses both the wolf and the ghoul as an assist. But if he'd got a push now, that's a guard. So he stands up and he's only got one assist. He can't... I mean, he could try it, but it's a 1 dice with no rerolls. So he needed the wolf spare. He only moved him 1 square. Why didn't he just leave him to find out? So a bad attempt at a breakthrough from... a bad attempt at a breakthrough from the Orcs, right? Now we just don't have a breakthrough. Now we basically are relying on the goblin toss. So what we should be doing is surrounding the troll with players to stop him from, like, horribly basing the troll. So the guard should go in there. The troll, the blitzer should blitz there. The goblin should come and stand behind the troll. He should base a couple of players. And we should be all in on the goblin toss. We should throw a pass to the goblin this turn. So we have 2 attempts at giving the goblin the ball. That's what we should be doing. Okay, this does give us a backup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, this does give us a backup player. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. He has to be there. And there goes his reroll. Hasn't moved the goblin over to the troll. failed animosity. See, that's why you have 2 goes at it. And the troll slaps a zombie all up in the Jesus. Thank you for the follow. This is interesting. Gone there and there. I assume we're going to surf this because it's the main scoring threat. I do like this, jamming in the bodies on the troll. We get a POW, which is, you know, good enough. Dodges through. Bangs him out. Why did we blitz him? Why didn't he blitz him and then he could block him? And there would be no tackle zones on the troll. That seems like an absolutely pointless error. Here we go. Well, I mean, you can't say the troll didn't try. He didn't eat him. He activated. He threw him the right amount of squares. Like, that's 3 out of 4 correct things. That's a passing mark. That is not on the troll, I feel. Okay, so now this is what I mean about Necro, by the way. Look at this. They've got 2 removals. They still have 11 players on the pitch. The hell is with Necro in all these rule sets? And it's a blitz. We have a problem. We have set up in the uterus, which is like one of my most hated setups. If anyone's ever been to a doctor's office and seen a poster of the female reproductive system, they'll be having flashbacks right now. Random big one in the middle doing nothing to form this T-shape with the ovaries. Does not get a knockdown. Okay. I don't really know what that was about, but that is a thing that he did. Reproduction, reproduction. Quick bonus points if anyone knows what I just sung a line from. Hint is it's one of my favorite movies. Thank you very much. Bonus points if you can tell me any of the lines that come after what I sung. There are a few. No Googling, I'm watching you. That's pretty close. Thank you for the follow, Slotharius. Yes, it's pretty normal around here. So the first two main lines are, put your pollen tube to work. Reproduction, reproduction. Make my stamen go berserk. I don't really remember what the other ones are. I think the teacher shouts, "Is that all you can think about?" or something like that at one of them. Anyway, fantastic song. Better than Grease 1, and I will die on that hill. Not a better made film, although the end of Grease 1 is insane and everyone forgets about it. But Grease 2 is way more fun, and most importantly, I watched it as a teenage boy, and Michelle Pfeiffer in Grease 2 is one of the hottest women who's ever lived. Which is quite amusing, because when a teenage boy starts watching musicals, the last thing he expects is to find out that he's definitely straight. Oh my god, Slotharis, you are missing out. Grease is literally just a musical, right? It's basically made like a Broadway musical. It has a ridiculous ending that everyone's forgotten about that makes it insane. And more importantly, the message of that movie is dodgy as all hell. It basically ends with the woman changing for the man. The man immediately just changes back. However, Grease 2, man. It's so good. The songs are funnier. Nothing wanted to make me be a cool rider more than Grease 2 and Michelle Pfeiffer's everything. Yeah, but they were meant to be lamer in 2. That is both correct and part of the plot. Grease 2 is more of a comedy, right? So they were meant to be comedic foils to the main character. Whereas Grease 1's not really that much of a comedy. There's comedy in it, but Grease 2 is a full-on comedy. If anyone's favorite movie from the 90s is Empire Records, then also the main guy in Grease 2 is Sexy Rexy from Empire Records. And if your penis is from a different generation than me, then you will have very much enjoyed Liv Tyler in Empire Records. Alright, so he's got out of trouble from the Blitz here. We're just going to start talking about Blood Bowl again, like we didn't just talk about Michelle Pfeiffer humping a ladder. Wait a minute. We're going to go back to chat for a second because I need a clarification from James. Just to be clear, James, did the version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show you watched have a woman who took her clothes off? Or did you watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show with a woman who later took her clothes off? Because those are two very different scenarios. Then you did the Rocky Horror Picture Show correctly. As that's probably the only reason to watch it. I do not like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Which makes me sad, because Tim Curry is a national treasure. This was some bad blocking from the Orcs here. I don't know why people like wasting their blitzes on Wraiths. Like, at this point, you have to score, right? You have to score to take it to overtime. And in my opinion, as we can see here, the best way to score against Necro is to remove all the players it's easiest to remove. So he should have blitzed a zombie. If you can remove a zombie, like with blitzes, and all he's got left is positionals, you can trade off and score. Yeah, I'm not really into that. Like, I'm not dissing it or anything. I don't think it's bad. It's just not my thing. I really like The Room to take the piss out of, but I don't want to go to a showing of The Room where everyone's, like, throwing spoons and stuff. I'm not black enough for people to be making a furore in my, like, theater when I'm watching movies. And in comes Fleshy to stand on the ball, because of course he can, because that's what you allowed. And in comes another Fleshy to base the ball. So this ball is definitely not being cleared and is going to have to dodge. So it's an 11% here. Oh, that... Wait a minute. I'll be honest with you. I don't know which of those is better here. So there's a chain here where you could chain the Fleshy off the ball but put him there. Yes, of course he can be blocked. There's loads of guards around him, etc. But if you don't roll the pow on him, there's no way for him to dodge out to. So I don't know which is better here. Like, he has to dodge anyway, right? You can't clear this one. So I think it might have been better to go there and just hope he wasted a couple of blocks rolling pushes. Oh no! Oh no! Even no! It's not even that, is it? Oh god! It's even better to do the exactly, Tim. Yes, Tim. Bonus point. Mark these down. I don't keep track of them myself, but if you have enough, you win something at the end of the month. Can chain into the big un on the ground, chain the wraith, and put the wraith behind Mr. Throw. So much better than any of those, right? You need a pow on the wraith then. Pushes are not good enough. He just sidesteps backwards on a push, and there's no dodge out for the ball. Oh, you missed a trick there. Like, it was a very good turn, and then he just missed a trick at the end. There was some nice... That was the right blitz. There was a nice chain to push the other one in. And if he'd just done this right, I think we'd have been talking about this play. And now we're talking about it as in he missed an opportunity. Yeah, it's hugely popular. I'm completely the target market for it. I know that seems insane, being like a 50-year-old boring cis white dude. But I fucking love musicals. And for some reason, just don't like Rocky Horror. I don't know what it is about it. Just doesn't appeal to me. I don't particularly like the songs. Like, it's just not my thing. It's not the queerness. I like all kinds of queer musicals. It's just something about it just rubs me the wrong way. I don't think there's any need to even take this block. Why are we taking this block? Like, we're not like, that's completely irrelevant. I mean, we blitz, in my opinion, this zombie. He stands up to cover a failed dodge. We blitz the zombie. So we just don't move anyone other than standing him up and do the dodge. If you fail the dodge, you want all of your players all around the ball, right? So your first action should be finding out whether or not the ball is on the ground. And if it's not, over here he comes. And we blitz this zombie. Hell yeah, Evil Bear. I like all kinds of musicals as well. Like, I love all the Disney animated musicals. The ones that, well, not all of them. But certainly the period around, you know, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, my favorite one. All that era, great. I do like later ones as well, and Pixar ones. But I love Broadway musicals. Phantom is my favorite. I haven't seen Phantom of the Opera, weirdly. I've seen Phantom of the Opera online, as in on a video, and to me it was the best one anyway, so I'm good with that. But I've seen Phantom in real life in Vegas. But it wasn't Phantom of the Opera. It was a chopped down version called Phantom. It was a little shorter, cut out a couple of songs. But it was really well performed, really good stage. The live action ones can go in the bin. 25. Like, the problem with the live action ones is half of them are not fucking live action. They're just CGI. That's not live action. Why are you making a live action version of animation and then just using a different type of animation for most of it? There's no reason for them to exist other than money. So they will keep existing because they make a lot of money. But Grease 2 is my favorite musical. Genuinely. After this game, I'm going to force everyone to watch Michelle Pfeiffer sing in Grease 2. No, don't. Right, no, don't. Don't move players first. Leave the players. I guess, maybe he's okay. Do not blitz first. You need this player there in case he fails the dodge. Oh, see? This is just not right. I just listed a bunch, Pointy. Why on earth are we doing that? Why are we even taking that block? I saw Avenue Q in theaters. I think that's fantastic. I'm not a massive fan of a lot of the very big Broadway ones. For me, Phantom is a standout. I don't like Les Mis. I don't like West Side Story. I have no interest in Hamilton. Singing in the Rain is good. Phantom is a standout for me amongst all of those big Broadway adaptations. I don't mind Repo. It's pretty funny. I do like old musical movies. I'm going to leave all this in the VOD, by the way. I mean, like, technically, Wizard of Oz is a musical. I like Wicked. One of my other favorite musicals is My Fair Lady. The one with Audrey Hepburn. I mean, technically, not Audrey Hepburn because they dubbed her singing voice. But I've actually heard the recordings they released of her singing voice, and it was good, so they just dubbed her with someone better. I did like The Greatest Showman, Pointy. But again, they dubbed the actress. Like Rebecca Ferguson did not sing the big song, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm totally fine with staring at Rebecca Ferguson for 5 minutes while someone else belts out an amazing song. But I think it kind of cheats a bit when they're not using the actual voices. I like Frozen, by the way. Like, I think Adina Menzel is fantastic. This is what I mean, by the way. If you didn't know, like, how much money would you bet on me being, like, as gay as a carnival right now? Like, I don't just like musicals. I'm naming musical stars. When I was a kid, I loved The King and I. Yul Brynner's The King and I. Etc., etc., etc. Yeah, I'm glad it's not because it's Asian, because Yul Brynner was definitely in yellowface there, right? Funny Girl is a classic. Barbara Streisand is great. Getting gayer by the second. I also like movies where music is a driving factor, but they don't call it a music. They don't call it a musical. I just watched like the whatever it is, the third remake. Is it the third remake of A Star Is Born? Like, that's not technically a musical, and I thought it was fantastic. There's a movie called Begin Again with Keira Knightley, and that's fantastic. Like, it's a movie about music. I don't know, like, they might call them musicals depending on the listing. I would call them musicals. Music is the driving factor. There are a number of fully sung songs in the movie. To me, that's a musical. Yeah, the Lady Gaga Bradley Cooper one is The Star Is Born. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Begin Again is one of my favorite musicals. Like, I'm just calling them musicals now. Fuck it. No, that's the old school, like, Broadway type musical. I don't particularly like musicals where all of the dialogue is singing. I think a movie like Wizard of Oz, right? The dialogue's not sung. I think a movie that has many songs sung in full is a musical. If people just stop to break out into song, even if they're singers, it's still a musical. Right, back to this. Everyone can blame whoever distracted me back to musicals for that long pause. I'll do a circle for the YouTubers who know to skip my random side quests. Yeah, but I went back to the game, and then someone distracted me. So he's done a terrible block, but he's made the dodge. So he burnt a reroll on that. And I think Bright can kick himself that he didn't notice the better chain there. Is he going to maybe end up chaining this guy onto the ball because he didn't go far enough away? Oh my days, that's just a 2-dice block. He is absolutely chaining him onto the ball. If this is a POW, this is a two dice on the ball situation. WorldSitar in these games, by the way, is massively out of practice. If anyone's wondering, WorldSitar was one of the top coaches on Blood Bowl 2. Like, some of the best win rates in the game. Was he on top Orcs? Oh, wait. It's top Orc, is it? Have I not done Orc properly? Wait a minute. Why is that not working? Hang on. What has happened here? Oh, it did work. It was just really slow. There we go, look. WorldSitar is in the top 10 records for Orcs on Blood Bowl 2. With like 250 games played. Like, absolutely a top-tier Russian player. But I think a lot of coaches have got worse with the sundown in a Blood Bowl 2 and then Blood Bowl 3 having, like, the competitive environment of a dead frog. And he's just allowed... After seeing the chains to push them onto the ball, he's moved him so close that he can do it again. Like, that's atrocious, isn't it? Where are you going? Wait, I'm confused. Wasn't that already a 2-dice block? The troll doesn't have guard. That was already a 2-dice block. That was the guy who runs around here. So if this isn't a power... Oh, for fuck's sake, people. Right. That's a 2-dice block, right? He's got guard and he's got guard and there's no assists on him. So that's a 2-dice block. So you take that, push him onto the ball, and then this guy who's here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rush to give you an assist. Or even double rush to blitz the ball with block. Now you've got an assist on him. Why are we putting him there? He absolutely unnecessary fill. And now look, he hasn't got the POW. So this is not 2 dice on the ball. So he's completely balls this up. Now he's got a blitz. He's got a blitz to put the guard there on the ball. So to make it a 2 dice. And he's already used his blitz. Whereas he could have just blitzed here and blitzed upwards and had players to react to the ball. Or blocked with the fleshy looking for a POW and leaving these two to blitz whoever's standing next to the ball and pick the goddamn ball up. You win if you get the ball in hand this turn. There's no tackle on the Orcs. You get the ball on this ghoul, you've won the game. So this was a poor turn. Gets the POW. Follow. No, follow. Follow! Why wouldn't you follow? Obviously, you have to do a rush anyway. So if you don't break armor here, you follow and you put the assist there. So you're tagging him in an annoying space, right? You're in the way because you're going to POW that way. So there is better to go to than there. Look at where he's blocking him otherwise. If he goes there, on pushes, he goes above him with 2 guards. That's much better than if he goes there and he gets pushes and he can just dodge out the back. God, these decisions are atrocious. These are 2 players who know a lot better than this. Maybe they're just chatting to each other. They're both Russian. They know each other. Maybe they're just, like, distracting each other. These are the kind of mistakes you expect from worse players. And luckily, he's got an amazing bounce, right? That should have been there. He should have been there. He had an amazing bounce. So now he's double rushed. He's picked up the ball. He's probably run anyway. Blood Bowl. Well, that was not it. What? Why are you gone there? Yeah, it's a 1 dice on him. Five dice on the ball. No 2s or 6s. I don't know why he did that. Could he have done something better with that? Probably not. Probably not. I didn't like this blockless block. It didn't really do anything. But I guess I don't know what else we're doing here. I hope we're not dodging. Or rather, I hope the plan wasn't dodging. Like, the plan dodge being dodging is pretty shit. Okay, the fleshy's powed him. That's good. So now we can blitz him. There's 2 assists on him. You can blitz him here. And if you get the pow, you chain him off. And no dodge needed. So 1 in 81 instead of a 1 in 9. Oof. Gets the pow. Okay. Or chain him off. That's fine too. It doesn't matter who chains what off. I'll be putting out a video on this soon. You should start thinking about your turn towards the end of their turn, when they've only got a few players left and you can kind of try to accurately guess what he's going to do. That's when you start thinking about your turn, even if it has some branches depending on where he goes. And then at the start of every turn, you got 2 full minutes. Plan your turn. It's better than having to think up things on the fly. That takes longer. Spend the time at the start of the turn planning your turn. Get vomited on. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot of time. You've probably used some of it already in your opponent's turn. Even if it's like 10, 20 seconds, what you want to do is you want to, if you've got the ball, you want to look at where the ball is going to go. And now when you know where the ball is going to go, if it doesn't rely on any like blocks or blitzes or whatever, move the ball there. Move everyone who doesn't have to roll any dice to where they are going to go. Then pick your blitz. Well, pick your blitz, I guess, before you move players, sorry. Pick your blitz. Move everyone that isn't involved in the blitz. Then roll dice. Always in that order. Drill it into yourself. If you always do things in that order, you're good to go. Oh, that was not the right angle to push him. He could have... I give up. It doesn't matter. Okay. Interesting to stay there. I don't know why he stayed there. I guess it doesn't matter, but it's a bit weird. He had plenty of movement left. Casual one dice into basing the ball. Finally gets a removal. So he has given himself this 1 in 9. He can't really get out of this. Oh, he can. I didn't see the... I keep forgetting it. It's twice I've had to point it out to myself. For some reason, he has a troll, and the troll doesn't have a skill. I hate a naked troll. If you're going to bring something unreliable, at least have a benefit for it. A strength 5 guard is worth the annoying, unreliable player. People always think that, like, oh, if I put a skill on it and it goes stupid, I've lost a skill. It's like, yeah, but why have you brought him in that case? I always skill my big guys. That's the offset cost for bringing a big guy. Gets the power, we'll be able to activate the troll. Oh. Oh, he just 4+ the troll. Of course he did. Silly me. So the problem is he's left a gate dodge, look. So, Bright has 2 choices here. He can go very far away, which I think is the better choice, because he can screen over here, look. With these. He can stick a decent screen in, and then the wolf is so fast it can go round the screen and be behind it. But if he hadn't rolled a POW there, then his other choice was probably doing the gate dodge down here. Well, there goes one reroll. Wait, what? Oh, He did the other rush. I'm not even certain the other rush was right. Once you burn the reroll, I would have just stood behind the ghoul. He still has to power blodger. There are still players around. The angle of blitz is terrible. I don't think you do the other rush because now, like, it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look, he could still hit him. Doesn't stop the blitz by doing the extra rush. Now he's just giving him the ball. Hello, Bakers. Oh, thank you, man. Full powered him too, so he doesn't have to do anything crazy here. Oh, he's throwing a pass with him. He's not, because he didn't pick the ball up, but he could have been. And there we go. Bright wins a very, very ugly match for these two players. Did not like it at all. However, we will see Bright in the quarterfinals, and we do lose WorldSitar. Very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. This was the matchup that I had the most hopes for, and probably therefore was the most harsh on. We will see you in the, I believe, the fourth and final wildcard. You can find out when you see the next video. This was Super League Spring 2026, Joker.